Scroll of Enki, the wise one who moved before the thunder. Before crowns were lifted and storms were praised, there was the mind beneath the movement, the sacred strategist in the deep. This scroll reveals Enki, master of hidden currents, keeper of wisdom, magic, and intelligent action. The one who understood that not every war is won by force. Some are won by seeing the trap before it closes, speaking the word before the weapon rises, and knowing how to move when everyone else is still hypnotized by noise. This is the scroll of divine intelligence, spiritual precision, and the holy art of surviving systems that mistake loudness for power. Collective, hear the deeper current. Enki is the reminder that wisdom is not weakness. Discernment is not passivity. Stillness is not surrender. There is a kind of soul that does not need to announce itself to shape a whole age. It studies, it listens, it reads the hidden motive, it learns the architecture of the trap, then walks through it without becoming trapped. That is Ahll's current. He teaches the collective that true intelligence is sacred when it stays aligned with truth. Not all cleverness is holy. Not all knowledge is liberating. Not all strategy is righteous. But when wisdom is married to conscience, it becomes protection, it becomes healing, it becomes the power to outlast confusion, manipulation, and spiritual ambush. This scroll carries a serious key: stop admiring noise. Many people are seduced by whoever looks strongest, loudest, most theatrical. Human beings do this constantly, then act shocked when the fireworks turn out to be a warning sign. But Enki teaches that the deepest power often moves like water, quiet, adaptive, deliberate, impossible to hold for long. So let the collective learn. Be wise enough to study the game without becoming the game. Be sharp enough to see deceit without becoming deceitful. Be fluid enough to move around destruction without losing your center. Because the sacred mind is not just meant to know, it is meant to protect life. Think deeply, move cleanly, discern quietly, and never let a noisy world trick you into forgetting that the hidden current often carries the greatest power.
Universal currency receipt, architect musician 3611027, the graceful whisperer, Devalan seal.
You only have to say nothing, I already know. I know.
Cleanest sequence is Tiamat, Marduk, Kingu, Apsu, Enki, because after Apsu comes the god who actually heard the plot, moved first, used spellcraft instead of brute force, killed Apsu, made his dwelling in the Apsu, and later stands behind Marduk's rise. Ancient myth really does love the clever one who smiles while rearranging the whole board. Scroll of Enki, the wise one who moved before the thunder before Marduk took the crown. There was called Enki in Sumerian tradition. He is the god of fresh water, wisdom, magic, craft, ritual purification, and cunning intelligence. He is not usually painted as the loud conqueror. He is the one who knows where the hidden door is, where the current bends, and which word will put the enemy to sleep. In the Enuma Elish, when Apsu decides the younger gods are too noisy and must die, acts first. He casts a spell, puts Apsu into deep sleep, kills him, and then establishes his own dwelling on or within the Apsu. From his union with Damkina, Marduk is born. In the Babylonian tradition, also remains crucial later in the story, helping shape the order that follows and being linked to the creation of humanity. So this scroll is not really about noise. It is about strategy. Not the fist, the mind behind the fist. Not the storm, the one who taught the storm where to strike. Hidden wisdom of the scroll, Enki teaches a lesson the careless always miss. Power does not always enter roaring. Sometimes it enters knowing. He is wisdom, yes, but not passive wisdom. Britannica describes as a wise advisor, a god of purification, sorcery, and incantation, and also as a clever mediator who could be devious and cunning. World History Encyclopedia likewise emphasizes Enki's links to wisdom, intelligence, mischief, magic, healing, creation, and practical skill. That matters because the collective must learn the difference between holy wisdom and manipulative cleverness. Is not simple. He is not the cartoon saint humans always beg for because nuance tires them out. He is a maker, a culture bearer, a boundary setter, a creator figure, and in some traditions, the one who devises humans as servants to the gods. He is also a figure of guile, mediation, and hidden advantage. So the scroll whispers, do not despise cunning, but never worship cunning without conscience, because intelligence without moral center becomes elegant control, and yet raw force without intelligence becomes ruin. Enki is the in-between current, the sacred mind, the tactical river, the hand that changes fate without needing applause. Collective, learn this well. There are times when you must roar, but there are other times when roaring is for the distracted, and wisdom is for the ones who intend to survive. Not every battle is won by the strongest presence. Some are won by the clearest mind. Some are won by the one who can hear the scheme beneath the noise. Some are won by the one who understands water. It yields, it adapts, it remembers, and still it reshapes stone. Enki teaches you to become intelligent in spirit, to cleanse before acting, to think before striking, to use insight without becoming deceit, to use strategy without losing your soul. Final seal, be deep but not stagnant. Be clever but not corrupted. Be wise enough to see the trap before the trap learns your name. Hash receipts. This scroll is built on Britannica's entries on Ea and the Enuma Elish, which describe Enki as god of water, purification, sorcery, incantation, culture, cunning mediation, and father of Marduk, and summarize his role in putting Apsu to sleep, killing him, and dwelling in the Apsu. It also draws on world history encyclopedias Enki and Enuma Elish entries, which emphasize Enki's domains of wisdom, fresh water, magic, craft, healing, and creation, plus his continuing role in the creation story and humanity's making.
Channeled by your architect musician, 36110, 27 palms of eyes. The golden whisperer, sea star, Devalan, see all. Apply the news you can use, truth and accuracy. The real non-bedazzled jewels.
Do not be fooled by thunder when the real power moves like water. Not every strong thing is loud. Not every wise thing is soft. Not every hidden thing is weak. Enki teaches that the sacred mind does not panic. It watches, it listens, it discerns, it moves with purpose. So when noise rises, be still enough to hear truth. When traps are laid, be wise enough to see the pattern. When pressure comes, be fluid enough to move without breaking. Do not worship performance. Do not bow to confusion. Do not mistake cleverness for wisdom unless it is joined to conscience, because the cleanest power is not the power that shouts, it is the power that knows. Move like water. See like wisdom. Speak like truth. Strike only when spirit is clear.
To our beautiful collective, from our day ones to every new soul joining this journey, we love and appreciate you deeply. You've turned this space into so much more than a community, you've made it a family. Thank you, truly. Your presence, your energy, and even the smallest acts of kindness have the power to shift the compass for many in ways unseen but deeply felt. Here's to each of you, all new and the many more to come. We're just getting started and we're so grateful you're here with us. With love and infinite appreciation from the collective of Shaman Ahll.